Welcome to the Share Talk TipTV interview, and it's CEO of Sula Iron Gold here, Roger Murphy. How are you today, Roger?
Well, thanks, Zach, and you?
Okay, your company on the front foot at the moment. Share price has been up over the last few months. Mining sector generally stronger than it was last year, well, before last year, let's say. What are the drivers that you see for your company at the moment?
I think it is exploration success in our gold asset in Sierra Leone. I mean, Sula is focused exclusively on Sierra Leone. We have a 150 square kilometre license area. There's lots of artisanal activity for gold, lots of small scale mining as well. We already have an exploration target defined by SRK, independently assessed by them, on one of 1.8 to 1.5 million ounces on a small subsection of our license. And the work that we're doing at the moment, the drilling we're doing, is to try to seek additional gold targets and then progressively to de-risk them over time with the target of delivering a resource, a gold resource, and then going forward from there.
What got you interested in Sula? Was it, let's say, it was slightly unloved as a company until quite recently?
I think that was the opportunity. I, along with a group of partners of mine in a private company called Medini, we invested $400,000 of our own cash in about September last year. As well as putting money into the company, we took 2 seats on the board. I went in as the new CEO, and a partner of mine from Medini as a non-executive director. We've taken over the commercial and the capital markets activity. We raised £1.5 million in November last year, commissioned a drilling company. I think we've increased the news flow in the company and the energy levels, and I'm sure you'll ask me, we just raised a bit more money earlier this week.
And what's the purpose of the £500,000 there? Is it all going to be used immediately? How's it going to work out?
The money was, we were approached by some high net worths and also a strategic group out of Asia who were interested in the project, and they offered us money at what we thought was a reasonable price. So we took that, and it's also, I should say, nearly double the last financing that we did. But there is a good use for the money as well. You know, we're funded for the exploration program we're doing, but we have a big land area, and we thought it prudent just to take a little bit more money into the company to give us more legs to continue to explore.
I've got plenty of questions from shareholders which you can take on or bat away as you feel. Do you see a second drill campaign happening in 2017, either before or after the rainy season?
Well, the rainy season starts sometime between mid-June and mid-July and persists into September, October. We would hope that we can drill into at least part of the rainy season. The problem is not drilling, but the problem is moving rigs on very muddy, slippery roads. But it is our intention, based on results, to continue to drill. We see a huge opportunity, and so the rational and prudent thing would be to continue to drill. So we're funded at the moment for about 2,500 meters. We have the ability to do more than that now with the cash we've raised, but also because of the innovative nature of our drilling contract, which allows us to pay partly in stock. But yeah, our intention is to continue to drill based on results.
Right, your license area is 153 square kilometres. Do you think there's much potential beyond the area you are?
We know there's a lot more artisanal work in the area. We believe that there's a huge regional fold, and we're on the southeastern side of the fold, and we think that there's very similar geology to the northwestern side of this big regional fold, and we see artisanal activity up there, and we've also collected grab samples in the past. But I should emphasize that we can't do everything at once. We will focus on the area we're in at the moment, drill that out, and based on results, then assess how we go forward.
When do you expect to have drilling assay results?
We're drilling right now. We will, in batches, send assays off. So I would think, sometime in the second half, late April, maybe early May, we should have results out.
Right. Interesting question here. After EQD has completed the current campaign of drilling, will the rigs be decommissioned and returned to South Africa or left on site awaiting further drilling campaigns?
EQD, or Equity Drilling, is the company that's operating for us. They're taking, as we've announced previously, around half of their compensation in stock, which was a very innovative structure for us, and we found very attractive. And having mobilized good quality rigs and good quality drillers from South Africa, it would be a shame, particularly if we have very good results, to demobilize them, and they would be disappointed as well. So based on results, and which we expect to be very good, we would hope to continue drilling.
Putting aside the current drilling at the gold play and acknowledging the recent iron ore prices, well, obviously which have risen through the roof, what is the status of your FE resource, and could we see activity this year for unlocking its potential?
Iron ore is very different to gold. Gold you can kind of produce on site and then fly or drive out in small bars, and there's a lot of value in those. Iron ore is you need a railway and a port. Both those exist in Sierra Leone, and as the market knows, we're contiguous. Our license area is contiguous with Tonkalili, which is a mine formerly African Minerals and is now operated by Shandong, the Chinese company. They're producing around 6 million tons a year of iron ore, and we are very interested. We have half a billion tons, 500 million tons of iron ore. Not all of it is DSO or direct shipping ore, but some is. And we believe that Shandong will run out of DSO in the next few years. And so we would love to do a deal with them, and we'll be exploring that from now on.
Okay, some of the more fruity questions. What is your target share price? What was the target share price that you would sell at?
I think the way to really create value for shareholders is not to articulate that you're for sale. I mean, with Medini, we have a very strong technical team. We have a mining engineer who's built mines in West Africa, a process engineer who's built process plants, and a geologist who's found and built mines. So one of the values that Medini, who are strategic advisors to Sula, is that we can, if the project is good enough and we put our money to say it will be, we can build a mine. So we don't think we're for sale. And the way that value has really been created in the mining sector is if there is a deal and if there is somebody coming to take a company out, they have to do it at full value. You know, putting a for sale sign up at some point is not in the interests of shareholders in our view. But we will be commercial, and if somebody approaches us, we'll listen to them.
Okay, finally, where do you see Sula being this time next year? Crystal ball time.
Well, how long's a piece of string? We believe we have the cash at the moment to continue drilling. We think there's a large gold inventory, so I'm not going to put a number on it because we will have to kind of continue to use the market to fund our campaigns. But I think we put our money in hoping that we can make 10 to 20 or maybe even more times our money.
Roger Murphy, CEO at Sula Iron Gold, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you very much to you, TipTV and ShareTalk, for the opportunity.